Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 of Drift Week 3. It is crazy. Today's the day we're leaving. Some people left yesterday or the day before.
We're supposed to be leaving, is what you meant to say.
Some people ran into problems. I made a post, I'm like, hey, if anyone's rolling through Salt Lake, which is on the way, hit me up. And a few people did, but one guy actually had real problems.
I did.
What do you got going on?
So, it started off as just a code, just a simple check engine light, and now we're pulling all of the turbo stuff off, replacing the turbo, thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
You having fun, Connor?
Oh yeah, I'm having fun to be here and to have decided to come along.
And Connor's like, Phil, you just called. We're taking the turbo off. I was like, yeah, that sounds.
Hey, I have some EGR stuff to with me, so.
Oh, so you're gonna do an upgrade at the same time?
Well, it's like, do we just might as well pull all the manifold, the turbo, everything at once and just do it? But we have to use all your tools and like make a mess in your shop.
You're here,
so.
just do it. I mean, yeah. That's what it's for.
So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Get it done.
Nice. Well, so I'm in a good spot because.
My car runs great.
Yeah. Well, so tow the truck with the car.
Right. Or just street drive the car the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And just leave this until they come back.
Did you think about that? Did that cross your mind? I've got space on my trailer to take your stuff up there and back. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Don't tell Connor.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Can I just pull this off for no reason?
So.
I'm back tomorrow, so
Catch my flight now.
Sorry guys, we're leaving a big mess.
Oh, it's all good.
No, it's not. Every time I do this, I leave and it's like, oh, I try and kick stuff under the rug and then like, oh, yeah.
Brody will clean this up.
Oh, I'm sad. So,
Didn't go in.
yeah.
This is your page filming you.
I'm gonna have to edit this part out.
Vlogception.
So the JZX90 is actually really good. I drove it for the first time last night. Oh, Wout is here somewhere. He went to go get food. He's like, you guys, I gotta eat. That's funny because that's how Joe was when he was here too. It's a European thing. They're on a schedule, regimen of when to eat. Actually, that's probably just healthy people. JZX90 is good. We're actually just loading up the trunk right now. We're actually gonna take the whole entire toolbox and put it back here in the trunk. And so I'll have like the whole top part of a Harbor Freight tool cart in my car, everything organized and laid out. I've always just taken tools and thrown them in the bottom of a tool, not even a tool, like a bag or like a tote, and then digging for stuff is just a huge nightmare. So I'm actually taking a toolbox this time because we got a deep trunk and a big car, and for two of us there's not gonna be that much stuff to take. This car looks really good. I don't have the skirts on yet, but I got some vinyl cut from Nick Stuckey last night, and so we're gonna get that applied probably when we get up there. There's a few things that need to be done to the car still, but it's good enough where we can get it on the trailer and get on the road. David's car is loaded. Oh, it's not over there. David's car is loaded. Seth, we're gonna go pick him up. His car's ready to go, and we're just ready to hit the road. Man, I can't believe, like, I woke up and it was snowing this morning and it's cold, and I invited friends to come to the shop. Like, yeah, it'll be fine. No, it's not fine. It's raining and snowing. They should have just pushed through and kept going. It's actually pretty fortunate that Fielding broke down here at the shop and not like somewhere away out in the middle of nowhere. He was literally like coming from the hotel just down the street, and his truck like pretty much stopped running. They had to unhook the trailer to get the truck here. So I'm really glad that didn't happen somewhere else. Wout flew in last night. His car was good to go. I think he just had to bleed his handbrake and some basic maintenance stuff. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. The differential is making some noise. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but it's got a little whine to it. So I'm just calling it right now. I think we're gonna have, at some point on this trip, some issue with the diff. But we're bringing a spare one and some spare axles. We'll see what happens. It's just you know, one of those things. We haven't left yet, and I hear a noise, but we don't have time to fix it. So just keep an eye on that one. Alright, so we're finally ready to hit the road. We've got the BMW loaded up. We've got my car loaded up. We're going to pick up Seth. We're way later than I thought. Oh man, there's traffic even. It's traffic hour. This is terrible. And I gotta back all the way down the street to get out of here. Anyways, we're about to hit the road for a late night road trip. We're 12 hours late, 9 hours late, 10 hours late.
15 hours late.
We should be arriving, if we left on time, we'd be arriving in Portland in about 2 hours from now. If we look at it that way.
Say that. Just shut the.
We're gonna be there at like 7 a.m.
Perfect.
And then like, oh, it's time to work. Just got done driving.
Cool.
All right, we made it here to pick up Seth. in his BMW. You guys remember this car from the previous drift week that has had the motor replaced. Whoa, look at those Johnnies. What has happened to this thing? Dang. That looks really good. Don't tell Seth I said that. I don't like BMWs, and I never admit to thinking they look good. But it has a different engine this time. Right? Same engine, different engine? Different engine. Yep. Where?
Yeah, dude. Hole on the side.
There's a hole in the side?
And on the oil pan. Other side.
Holy engine. Hole in block.
Don't get yourself mixed up there. It's bad oil pump, not bad engine.
Are you gonna do that again this time?
No, it's good, but the tune's off.
Is that a dog? People like dogs. You put a dog in a video and people watch it.
Yeah.
Your dog?
It's because he's like the best, cutest dog.
So I still haven't quite figured out the trailer lights. I didn't have time. So I'm on the Power Probe regimen. Taking the Power Probe on the wires. They go up into the window here. I roll them up into the window. Back here, all the way to the trailer connector. Shut up. Giving 13 volts to the trailer plug, which in turn turns these lights on, the marker lights. Every other light on the trailer works except for those, but they work when you use the Power Probe. What is this? Oh, that's not grapefruit juice. This is our first fuel stop on this trip, and everybody's got their phones out and cameras doing the thing, but it's looking good. This car's looking really good. Too many BMWs, if you ask me, in one place. Too many. We made it to Trenton's place. That was a long night, long drive. It took way longer than I was thinking. This guy pulled an all-nighter. Made it happen. This guy slept the whole way.
No.
I slept some of the way.
This guy lost his shoe.
Oh yeah, we had to go back and get his shoe in Idaho. Some girl's like, hey, you guys dropped a shoe out of the back of your car. And I looked down, I got my shoes. Damien's got his shoes. It was Seth. Seth's shoe came out of the, he's like, oh, I didn't drop my shoe. Somehow it ended up outside, Seth. Oh man. So we got a lot of work to do today on the cars, but we got to sleep first. So, man, the sunrise. I never see the sunrise unless I stay up all night. And this is another one of those. Good morning, guys. We showed up last night, super late at Trenton's house, and got the cars off the trailer this morning. What are you doing, dude?
This is a great show.
Oh, look at this. This is beautiful.
Wasn't expecting this.
We got Seth's car over there. We got my car right there, and then we got this guy just doing yoga in the grass.
Oh, I love cars.
Dang, it looks good. It doesn't need to be washed. That rainstorm last night washed the car for us.
Seriously.
Yeah. So we're about to head to White Plate today. We got some stuff to do to the car. We are going to mount the oil cooler and then get it on the dyno and get it tuned up. I did some just kind of like street tuning and got it pretty, I mean, I got it good enough where I could do some pulls, but I'm not confident that it's not going to blow up. So I'm going to get it on the rollers, and hopefully Oscar will help me out. What is this? What is this? I don't like that one bit. Car's looking flossy though. So good. I'm excited to do a long road trip in this thing and see. Ooh, I have to work on that. Side skirt's hitting the door. But yeah, we're gonna grab some food and then head out to Y Plate. These are day one vibes. Day one, we're pushing the car off the street. Yes. So David's car's not starting. Luckily he has an EMU, so we're gonna see if he's got cranking fuel issues or something like that, because we changed altitude and it was just running, but it seems to not want to idle low RPM. So maybe it's just like a small fueling issue. So we'll plug in the laptop and see what we can figure out on it. You think it's a sensor or a wiring issue? You just wiggled it and it started?
I barely even wiggled it. I just made sure it's still plugged in and then put my finger on it to make sure it's still tight.
Okay. Alright, let's go to the shop.
Let's go.
Okay. Bienvenidos, amigos. So there's an interesting story about this place. We went on a work retreat to the Oregon coast. What was it, last year, 2 years ago? And we just happened to be driving on this highway that goes all the way to Oregon City, or whatever it's called, Lincoln City, Oregon. And we stopped this Mexican restaurant. We're like, hey, let's stop here and see what's up. Well, the first time I met Trenton was after that trip, and so I come back to this place, and we drove right by this restaurant going to his house, and like it's literally around the corner from his house. And he doesn't like spicy food, so I haven't been here since that day. But Seth's like, let's go to that Mexican place. I'm like, dude, it's right here. It's like right there. And here we are. Thank you.
You could sell this for money before you destroy it.
We were just.
I was just talking about that. Like every day I say that. So we got here and I was talking to Zach and he's like, hey, did you put an ECU master in this car? And I was like, I did not have time to put the ECU master in my car, so I'm already in trouble. It's day one and I'm already in trouble with Zach. I have those same glasses.
Do you really?
Are they mine?
No.
I literally,
I thought
exactly the same.
You do, I've seen them before.
Like no joke.
Yeah, I thought I lost him and I found him in the door pocket of the passenger side of the car. I'm like, I didn't put him there.
Stop trying to change the subject.
Ugh,
He's in trouble.
I'm in big trouble. Big trouble.
Yeah.
I was gonna do it last trip too, and I was like, ugh. The last trip I had what is the Dinosaur Apex AFC or Power FC. Yeah, and this time, yeah. Anyways.
Shame.
Yeah, everything's fine. How was your drive?
I made it.
How was your whole day yesterday?
Yeah, that was not something I want to do ever again.
Good job, man.
But thank you for letting
I'll bet you're glad you brought Connor with you.
Yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm so
He
glad.
killed it,
I'm
man.
glad that it broke right in front of your shop.
True.
That's like
good things.
the best thing.
Now you just gotta tweak your car a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Couple little
Good to
things.
see you, man. Thanks for bringing my bash bar. You guys saved my butt. Hey, dude.
Hey, dude.
How's things going?
It's good, man. It's been a while.
Have you ever had 42 people at your shop at one time?
I think it's more like 80 people at the shop at one time, and absolutely not.
You like it?
It's kind of like utter chaos. Like just trying to like, all right, get your trailer out of the way.
Right?
And then
I
move
can't
on to the
believe
next.
this. We're like on a main street in Portland. It's like trailer, cars, just everything. That parking lot's full. That parking lot's full.
Okay, there's a story to this though.
Oh.
We don't own that parking lot. I went over to the guy and said, hey, I'll give you $100. Give me the parking lot for the day. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
That easy?
That easy.
So the oil cooler was not mounted. It was kind of in a bad spot. I was gonna do it off the bash bar. It was over in this area, like by the wheel. And so I decided to put it between the intercooler and the radiator. And the oil lines aren't like the perfect length because Brody kind of used them as test lines and then we ran out of time. So I'm trying to find the proper routing and the proper fittings to get the oil cooler in the position I want it. That's probably one of the more important things that I have to do. Before we get on the dyno, we're kind of waiting for that guy to finish his exhaust and then we're going to put it on the dyno, hopefully tonight, maybe tomorrow. But it should just take like 2 or 3 pulls to get the car dialed and then kind of see what kind of horsepower we're making.
Alright, so I converted this to OBD2 the night before and had an ECU that I knew was tuned for a supercharger, but I don't know what like math or what sensors it used. And I started it, I drove it, it ran fine, but it was super rich, like 8 or 9 AFR, like undrivable rich almost. So we got Jordan here from RK Tunes. He's tuned a lot of these and knows a lot about them, so I asked him kind of what to do. I brought another ECU in case we need to tune it or anything, because the ECU that's in here is locked by another tuner and we can't get into it. So, but he told me to add a resistor in the math, and that's like a common thing for these. So I did that, and right now the ECU that I have that already ran with it runs 100 times better. So I'm gonna go drive it, see how it is. If it's still got problems, we're gonna tune another ECU, and we should be good. So we got solutions, no problems. So.
You using those eyes to drive tomorrow?
Go back to work, Brandon.
Alright, so here's the situation. I just spent a bunch of time fixing my oil cooler. Johnny polished the wheels. And I let my car idle for quite a while and didn't bother to notice that there was a huge oil leak under it. So we pulled onto the dyno. We're running out of time because it's getting late and the neighbors we can't do it. And there's an oil leak. It's not bad enough that I'm not going to run it because it's based on time, right? If I fix the oil leak right now, then I'm going to lose my dyno time. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple pulls, test it, tune it, get some logs in so I can mess with the map, and then I'm going to fix the oil leak after that. But the car's on the dyno. We were going to try and do it earlier, but someone was on this lift building exhaust, and someone else was on it, and it's just the time didn't work out until now. Oscar was going to do it in the morning, but we actually have a pretty early time that we have to meet up, so it's just best to do it right now. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So it's too late to tune tonight. The AEM data software or whatever, I couldn't figure out how to use that, so I'm gonna have Oscar do it in the morning. But while we were on the dyno, well, even before we were on the dyno, we found out there was an oil leak. And it was the fittings, of course, the fittings that we just messed with on the oil cooler. One of them is at such a tight angle that the line is like not pulled out, but like it's allowing it to leak. Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. Stoke level 8.
Stoke level 0.08.
I don't even feel like it was that long of a day today. It's just like, I don't know, what was it? Just a lot going on. Too many people, too much stuff. I don't know.
It is overstimulating. Seriously.
For real. I basically spent all day building this sick oil cooler setup just to find out that it's a problem. That it leaks. So it's this part right here, this line was up in there on the bottom of the cooler, and it was actually dripping out of the corner of this. So I think the way it was bent like that was just enough to cause it to drip out of the side. So I think we'll take this line apart and see if we can change the fitting, or maybe we'll add a different fitting this side, or maybe we'll just change the line and build a whole new one. This is a new line.
Oh, okay.
I need it not to be so hard to assemble, but I don't think that's possible. All right, guys, end of the night. Man, it was, I don't know why, but me and Damien were talking. It feels like we've already been on a week of drifting. We haven't even driven the car yet. Like, I don't know. Today was very, not stressful, just like busy. There was like 40 people at Trenton's shop. How was that, Trenton?
Actually, there was about 100 people and 45 cars. And let me tell you, I don't want to really brag, but I think my Tetris skills today were on point.
I wish I would have got that on film. There was like four trailers in the center lane down the street, and then backing in and out, and then like cars are zipping around. People in Portland have no respect. Anyways, it was a good day, semi-productive. On my car, we had to do an oil cooler. It ended up leaking, so we got to fix it in the morning. It got too late to tune it, so we're going to tune it in the morning. So we're going to miss the group the very first part of the day tomorrow. Seth got his car going. He got the ECU in. Jordan from Arcade Tunes helped him out with the best BMW tuner. Got it sorted, so he was super lucky that he was here on the trip. Trenton's going to Pro-Am instead of going with us. But he'll be there Saturday night, so hopefully he does well at Pro-Am and then comes out and has some fun with us.
If I don't do well, I'm just skipping drift week.
That's what I said about clutch kickers, but I'm still here.
I'm not going with shame.
Oh man. Alright, so that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. This was our first episode. We haven't even driven yet. This was kind of our prep days and our travel day. Tomorrow is the first day we're going to drive the car on the way to Villains, and it should be a blast. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us a comment of what you think you want to see on the next videos, and we'll try to make it happen.